Number 8. Giant Viaduct. Before we go on to describe this bizarre water slide in detail, let's start off with a single word just to clue you in. Deadly. Situated in Kansas City, the Giant Viaduct was the tallest water slide in the world. The ride boasts 2 large humps that leave you speeding down through its mesh and metal tunnel, just like in a roller coaster. You won't see any other slide quite like this. That's because no qualified person would design something so unsafe. It permanently closed in 2016, and for good reason. Remember when I said it's deadly? I meant it literally. The Giant Viaduct claimed the life of a poor 10-year-old right before it was closed off. Frankly, I'm surprised it was open to the public for as long as it was. There's a fine line between thrilling and dangerous, and this slide crossed that line and kept running. Number 9. Aqua Loop. If you're a fan of water slides, you know a good loop can be the difference between a sad and a mad water slide. So at number 9, let's take a look at the slide that started the whole looping trend. The Aqua Loop at Term 3000 in Slovenia is the founding member of the looping water slide community. This one will drop you vertically, then swish you around the almost vertical loop before going through a high-speed turbo portion to finally drop you off at the landing pool. You can imagine the rush this one will give you just by looking at the clip. Although not as scary as some of the other ones available nowadays, we really owe it to this slide for inspiring the wilder looping water slides of the world today. Number 10. Leap of Faith. If you think you have just about heard it all, think again, because this water slide is the very definition of crazy. The name really describes how you feel just before you decide to get on the ride. Leap of Faith in the Bahamas is one that directly sends you through a shark-filled water tank. If that doesn't make it to the list of craziest water slides, I don't know what does. Seriously, who came up with this idea? This one really brings back horrific memories from watching Jaws, but it is not as dangerous as it sounds. As you can see in the video, you don't even notice the sharks at that speed. There was a death in the Leap of Faith, but it wasn't due to being torn apart by a shark. It was in fact a shark that accidentally died due to the slide. Number 11. Black Hole. For this one, we find ourselves in the land down under, the home of kangaroos and giant spiders, Australia. We have an interesting one for all of you. As the name suggests, the black hole is pitch black. This water slide takes you through a downward spiral in complete darkness, with only little specks of light that lets you estimate the sides of the tunnel. It feels just like having your eyes closed, which can be quite the experience. Now, you can't tell much from the video, but you can see how fast the lights are moving, so you know you'll be zooming through the darkness like there's no tomorrow. The 165-meter-long slide really keeps you falling in complete darkness for quite some time, so you might start to get anxious. Although some have described the slide as peaceful, if you're not a fan of the dark, I doubt you'd like this one too much.